Hi everybody. All right, so today we're gonna do a full restore on the Samsung Note 8 cell phone. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna replace the full screen on this phone. As you see, it has black bleeding spots in it. The back cover is completely shattered. And also the battery inside the phone blew up. If you look in there, check that out. The back won't even close on this phone anymore. See? It just pops out by its own. So if you guys want to follow me restore this whole entire phone, then stay tuned. All right, so we're going to take one last look at this broken Samsung Note 8 cell phone before we get started. As you can see, the back is shattered, black bleeding spots right here in the corner. That means the display has to get replaced, and blown up battery in the inside. Oh my God, look at that. Okay, let's get this started. So these are the parts that I'm going to use to fix this phone right here. So what we have here is this full display screen with the frame. This thing cost me about $150 if you get it like this with the frame. I got a new battery. This costs about 10 bucks. And then I got this brand new back glass for the Samsung Note 8 right here. This thing cost me $20. And as you can see, has logos on it, Samsung Note 8, everything cool on this, good quality. So how much money and parts do we have here? 150 plus 10 plus 20 equals $180. I am charging $300 for this job. $300 minus $180 gives me $120 in profit, and we're gonna time myself. As you can see, it is 6:42 p.m. on this July 15th, and I believe I'm gonna have this done within a half an hour. So probably about 7:15-ish or so, I should be already done. Let's begin. So how we're gonna take this back cover off is we're gonna use a little bit of heat. It should not take that long to take this thing off. All right, and the thing just like kind of fell off. This thing is still good right here. We got the little fingerprint scanner. Nothing's wrong with it. All right, look at that battery. Oh my God. All right, so what we're gonna do is just take out all these screws right here. All right, so we got the wireless charging port off. Let's put this to the side. Now we're also gonna put this to the side. We're gonna take this little plastic thing off right here. Oh, there's still another screw left right here. All right, now this thing will come off like that. This thing should come off just like this. Let's unplug the battery. Take the battery out of the phone. Thing just fell out. Look how that thing looks like. Let me grab the regular looking size battery. All right, so this is how thin a normal battery should be. Look at the difference. This thing right here on the side looks like a whale. See, that's how it's supposed to look like. Okay, we'll put this aside. All right, so now what we're gonna do is clean all this stuff off. So now what we're gonna do is just start unplugging things. We're gonna unplug the S Pen thing right here. Actually, we'll take this out because we're gonna transfer it into the new frame. Oh my God, I don't even think this thing moves. We'll leave it in there for right now. We'll get her out later. Front selfie camera. Here's another sensor. I think this is for like the remote control part of the phone. If you wanna use like a proximity sensor right here. Here's a screen, S Pen flex cable, and let's take out these screws right here. There's one right here, because we're gonna lift the motherboard out right now, and these screws down here. All right, so now that we got the screws out, we're gonna take also this SIM card tray. All right, now that's gonna allow us to lift the motherboard out of the whole screen display or the frame. Here we go. We get our like little tool and we go underneath right here. We don't want to rip any wires, right? Lift that, you go under with this little flat thing right here, like this, and then this thing should just lift all out right here. This right here, what you see is basically this is the Samsung Note 8 phone. Everything else just plugs into it, right? Okay. So now we have this thing right here. And then we have our new part. So what are we gonna do? As if you look at them from side to side, we are gonna transfer proximity sensor from here to over here. Our ear speaker, we're gonna transfer it. And our vibration motor, we're gonna transfer from here and stick it here. And then we'll be done with this. All right, so let's start with the proximity sensor first. We're gonna get our little tool like this and go underneath. It's gonna come out like this. We'll place it right here. Next, we're gonna get our vibration motor out. We're gonna blow a little bit of heat on it. Get some tweezers. This thing will come out like this. Has a little bit of adhesive on it. We're gonna stick it right in here. Okay, so the final thing that's left is the ear speaker. So we're just gonna blow some heat on this thing and then we'll pluck it right out. All right, so that's nice and warm. So now what I do is I use a razor blade to actually get these out. I go in the corner or wherever it'll come out. Oh, this one's coming out kind of easy. Let me see. Okay, there we go. There we go. So now, put it into our new screen, right? Put it right here. So now, we don't need this anymore. This thing is pretty much junk. We got everything we needed to get out of here, and it's now in our nice looking screen, our new part, right? Okay, so we'll put this aside. So what we're gonna do now is put the motherboard in and then put these little screws back in. So we'll just get this like this. Tuck it in underneath like this, like under the flap, right? It's like this. I'll go like this. Go like that. All right, so that's all in. Now let's just start plugging this stuff in. The connections that you see. S Pen Flex, display screen. We'll get our little, the black screw that goes up here on the top right. Goes right there. The little gold, like little gold tip is at right here. Plug this in. Plug in this so you're, this is for the power button. Okay, plug that in. Now we're going to plug in the front selfie camera, and I want you guys to see this because I already looked at this. The little gasket that you see right here, there was already one on there. So if the one that you get doesn't have a gasket right here, you're gonna have to transfer it over right here. Otherwise your front selfie camera won't focus, right? Okay, so there's already one on there. We're gonna stick the front selfie camera here, plug that in. We're gonna take our other sensor here. All right, let's put these screws back in on the bottom. All right, so one thing that I do differently is I put tape actually inside this rectangle thing. The reason why I do that is if this screen is really big and it flexes a lot, so it's gonna stick the screen and the battery together so you don't hear this popping sound, right? All right, so we're gonna grab our new battery, and the battery on this actually has adhesive. So you see, just like that. There's adhesive on there. We're gonna plug this in. Lay it right in there. All right, so everything's in here. Everything's plugged in, double check. Use your fingernail, make sure everything is in. All right, so now we're gonna just put these plastics back right here. Put them all in place. We'll just start off with the bottom. All right, so what we have left to do is the back cover. So as you see, the actual lens on this one is perfectly fine. So we're just gonna transfer this piece and we're just gonna stick it here. How are we gonna do that? We're gonna blow some heat right on this thing, right here on this side. All right, so now we got this thing off right here. Now we're gonna put it right through the back. Just like that. There we go, it's on. See, here's the nice new back cover. Old back cover. Okay, so now this is junk. So now what we're gonna do, take this off like this. It already has the pre-cut adhesive already on it. And we are going to put the back cover on, and we're gonna plug this thing in. The way you do that, so you go like this on the bottom, you're gonna see right in here. I use tweezers, and I plug it in just like this. All right, so now that you can see that it's plugged in right here, I don't know if you can get this thing focused on it, but anyways, it's plugged into the motherboard down there. I just use the tweezers to plug it in. All right, everything's in. Now we can turn the phone on. And there we go. Full screen repair, back cover replacement, and a new battery. And we did this all in, oh my God, it's 7:07. So I believe we started at what, 6:43? So this took us, here's your Samsung Note 8. This took us 43, 53, 63, wait, 43, 53, 63, 25 minutes? 25 minutes to do this whole thing. Made $120 in profit in half an hour. All right, so that's $120 in profit in a half an hour. The last time I ever had a job, a regular job, I was making $10.50 an hour. I was working in the back of a guitar shop, in the wood shop, $10.50 an hour, and I got fired from my job because I strained my back on the job. They let me go. But one door closed, another door opened. And being an entrepreneur, making your own money, opened the doors for me. So I kind of look at that as a good thing. Who knows what I would have been doing if I didn't get fired? All right, everybody, this is a Samsung Note 8 cell phone. If you like this video, give it a like, and I'll keep making more videos just like this. Peace.